Hello and welcome to another video overview or review with me, Rob HLZ, former Sonic Gamer. Today we're going to be showing you some Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army, which is a standalone expansion for the game. So you don't need to play the original Sniper Elite game to play this game. You can just download this one on its own. Today I'm going to show you some of the options menu straight away, which might be as you'd expect really in the game options and display options. In the game options you can change the subtitles, bullet cam frequency, multiplayer bullet cam, and you can say if you want to keep the zoom level. In the display options you can change the brightness, resolution, graphics detail, and there are some more advanced options in there as well. Audio, you can change the music level, speech level, and sound effects level, so there's not much in there. And controls, you can do everything that you might expect from a PC game really. You can rebind all the keys, so if you've got a fancy gaming keyboard you can change the buttons around and things like that. For this gameplay I've left it as pretty much the default values, so I didn't have to really worry about anything. And I started playing a new game. I already tested it out a little bit beforehand, and we're going to be playing this as Marksman on here, and I'll let you watch this intro at the moment from Mr. Hitler himself.
My Führer, the war is lost. Surrender is our only option. The fatherland will not fall! Execute Plan C!
Germany is shrouded in darkness. Nazi zombies walk the earth. You are one of the few remaining living souls in Germany. You have arrived at an abandoned village en route to Berlin, hoping to find a working vehicle.
So the guy at the start just sets the scene and says what's going on, and you can go straight into the customization kind of menu. You can change your kit and stuff. So I didn't like dynamite because the number key is so far along the keyboard that it's a bit of a nightmare to switch to sometimes, so I'll just pick them up in the world and I'll add on an extra grenade or something instead, which just makes it easier because you don't have to keep swapping kit. You can pick stuff up even if you don't actually have it equipped, which is a pretty good thing as far as I know. And obviously this is just a little start of the game. It is a bit slow to start if I'm honest, and I don't feel that it fits into the franchise pretty well. It's a bit in the middle sort of thing. Like, you're supposed to have been able to assassinate Hitler in the previous game as part of downloadable content, so having Hitler come in and introduce the zombies kind of doesn't make any sense to me, but there we go, we'll see how it goes. And obviously you can get some good headshots if you use the sniper, and you can take the time to use it, but because of zombies you won't really find much use of the sniper rifle later on in the game, as I'm sure you're going to see in this playthrough that I've got going on. So about the game anyway, it does feature a co-op campaign for 1 to 4 players, so you can play with a bunch of friends. I haven't on here at the moment, I've just literally played it through part of the first single player mission, and it seems to be okay, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's not really a bad game. So, and for the sake of £10 on Steam at the moment, because it's a standalone expansion, if you did like the other Sniper Elite games, you might be a bit sort of disappointed with this one, because it's not the Sniper Elite that you'd expect. It is a lot more action focused, and you do run around quite a lot and as you can see, I've got the Thompson out at the moment because change to the sniper rifle might be a bad idea when you're running around and zombies can pop out of anywhere. On Steam there is 25 Steam achievements, so there is, if you like that kind of thing, you can chase the Steam achievements and get them for it. So there's a bit of replayability. If you don't get some of the achievements on the first run through, you can play it again if you wanted to. There's a new campaign. Obviously it's not going to follow on from the rest of the game. It is literally zombies coming out of every hole, and you tend to try and get to the safe room is a mission I found. As you can see, they do get quite close to you pretty quickly if you're not careful and you're trying to snipe them, which is why I switch to different guns a lot of the time when I'm moving around and such. So obviously there's new enemies. There is a bunch of different types of zombies in this game. I think there's even skeletons in the game, but I haven't actually been able to see any so far because I've only played quite a short bit of it. It's still got the same X-ray kill cam as previous Sniper Elite games, which is pretty cool, as you could see a minute ago. I think I accidentally shoot a zombie in the balls on this one as well when I miss someone, and it goes into the kill cam mode, which is pretty cool. Even though I missed, I think the zombie was already dead. I have no idea. I think here it is. Yeah, there we go, straight in the testes, bang them all out. That's completely gone, which is pretty. I think the kill cam's pretty good. I think more games should probably have it if it is this type of thing. But I just think this is a bit too fast-paced for a Sniper Elite game, to be honest with you. I do like the fact that you're supposed to be a sniper, running around, being a bit covert and taking people out at will, really. So I think the previous Sniper Elite game, if you're new to the series, is a better starting point. Because this is a bit too actiony for me for a Sniper Elite branded game. But obviously a lot of people like their own kind of thing, so I'm sure people will like this just as well. Steam keys won't activate in Germany. I think it's for obvious reasons, really, that Hitler's in it and they might be a bit silly about it, but it's only a game at the end of the day. You might want to know the system requirements as well for this game, because I'm playing on the Steam version at the moment on PC, and you do need to. The basic operating system would be obviously Microsoft Windows Vista, Service Pack 2, or Windows 7 or Windows 8. Windows XP is not supported, so if you're still playing on an old Windows XP operating system, you will not be able to play the game. The processor you do need, it would be a roundabout Pentium D 3 GHz or an AMD Athlon 64 4200 or better. 2 GB of RAM is the bare minimum RAM required, and you need 5 GB of free hard drive space. Now, it does run DirectX 11, and you will need a DirectX 10 compatible sound card or better to play the game. And obviously you will need a good graphics card with at least 256 megabytes of memory. So the Nvidia GeForce 8800 series or the ATI Radeon HD 3870 or better. Now, because it's on Steam, there is a Valve anti-cheat system on the game, and I think they were due to be releasing this on consoles as well. So there is partial controller support for this game. With the sheer amount of throwable explosives, I think it would be a bit difficult to have everything on the controller, so I'm not really sure what's included in the partial controller support. So there is a lot of extra different things that may or may not have been the same in the previous Sniper Elite game. So obviously, because it's a new campaign, you get to battle through the blood-drenched levels in Berlin, and obviously the zombies are coming out of the floor like crazy. You got to adapt to new enemies, so there's occult commanders, roof jumping snipers, and undead suicide infantry, and more. So you've got to test your sniping skills under extreme pressure, and make sure you have some grenades handy, because if you do get a big horde coming towards you, you do want to be able to run away and try and disperse them into a million pieces. So you'll be able to see some more of the sniping kind of gameplay here, but they do get a bit close for comfort, so I do whack out the Thompson there just to sort them out for a little bit, because that's the way that I think you should be playing the game really. The sniping is taking a little bit of a backseat, which is kind of odd for a game with sniper in the title, really. I think sniping should be part of the forefront of the game. It's not a bad game. I mean, you can see when heads explode, it's pretty good. The kill cams that are really slow motion and are X-ray, pretty good as well. I like them, but they've been through the series for a little bit at the moment. And it's kind of strange that zombies have shovels, and they do hit you with it as well. It's a bit weird. Maybe these zombies are a bit better than the normal zombies that you'd expect, but they've just crawled their way out of the ground and then they go, oh, there's a shovel over here, let's pick that up and smash someone around the face with it. So there's the grenade, that explosion there. I didn't mean to throw it, actually. I was trying to reload, but you get to see it anyway. And here's part of the game where there is other guns you can pick up and stuff as you play. So it's not like you choose a loadout and you're stuck with it. As you play the game, there is more and more guns and things that are around. Now, I failed pretty epically, I think, and I did die in one of the videos that I was recording. I think it's this one, yeah. I jump out of the window and forget that there's going to be zombies everywhere and just get completely annihilated by them. So, if you play it on the normal kind of recommended difficulty, you probably will die quite a little bit. I expected it to be slightly easier on the recommended difficulty than it is, but I think that's how a game should really have its difficulty set up. It should give you a bit of a challenge on the normal difficulty, and if you want to play it on an easier mode, you can change the difficulty to a lower mode. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether you can change the difficulty on the fly in this game, so I don't think you can just go, oh, this is a bit hard, let's change the difficulty to completely easy, or you can ramp it up a bit to a harder difficulty. Now, you do have to watch your ammo, because as you can tell, I'm a bit short at the moment from my Colt, so I haven't really got that many bullets to fend off these zombies. You can search the zombies, like this. You stand over them. Oh, he's being resurrected. Well, you can search the zombies, which I'll show you now. Here we go. We can just go down on them and push E, and that will just take whatever they've got. And that one had a new magazine of Colt ammo. I was expecting to be able to search the chest, but you can't, which is a bit let down by, but it's not the end of the world. It's still a pretty good game and I enjoy it. It's a good game just to waste a bit of time, really. If you haven't got anything better to do and you like shooting zombies in the face and you fancy a bit of a zombie challenge, why not get this game from Steam or when it comes out on the console. And like I said a minute ago, you can change your guns on the fly. Like, I've just picked up this shotgun, which has helped greatly because there's a million zombies trying to come through the house and get into the loft. We're just going to blow their face off with a shotgun. I like the blood animation when you smash the zombies in the face or whatever. It leaves a bit of a mist, which is pretty cool. I think more games should have this kind of gore in it. I don't know whether that sounds a bit weird or not, but I think the games with more gore generally has the kind of gameplay that's suited to it. So I mean, an example of that would be Call of Duty World at War. Had quite a lot of gore in it, but it didn't detract from the gameplay. It's still a really good game, and I don't see the point in taking gore out when it's a war game. You're shooting people and you're shooting zombies. There is going to be blood in war. There's not going to be, oh, we'll just shoot them and nothing happens, no blood comes out, no limbs fly off or anything like that. So it's a good sort of gameplay mechanic to introduce, and I think more games should have, if it requires it, have a bit of gore. Like, if you're playing a war game, there should be blood, there shouldn't just be nothing. And when games are rated, whatever the rating is, whether it be 18 or 15, and normally you expect 18 games to have more gore. Now, in some cases, I have noticed that the higher rating doesn't necessarily mean that. Some of the 15 games that I have played have a lot of gore in it as well, and the difference between the age rating seems to just be the fact that an 18 has a ton more of strong language in, and maybe a bit of sex scenes. But that's just a rating system for you, I think. I don't think it's anything to do with the developer themselves. I think they just get told, this is the rating for the game, tough, you're going to have to stick with it. As you can see, I am just going to carry on playing the game. I'm going to snipe some more zombies and get through it. So we're just going to keep there, annihilating them with the German weapon that I picked up. It's pretty cool. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. I do think this is a game worth checking out. I mean, $9.99 for a standalone expansion isn't bad. It is kind of downloadable content price, so it's not too pricey for people that are new to the series and maybe they don't want to spend the full price on Sniper Elite version 2 because they just want a cheaper game to test out the kind of experience they would be getting from the game. I have gone on for a bit longer recording this footage, so I'll keep a bit going here just so you can see, like, it does get a bit more hairy as you go on, and no doubt I'm gonna die again in a minute. But I do notice I'm probably gonna turn up the kill cam frequency, because you snipe a lot of zombies in the head and you would like to see the bullet just go straight through the skull, bam, and take out the brains and whatever you. So I think I will turn up the frequency if I'm gonna go and play through this game a bit more, which I'm unsure of yet. Maybe something better will come up round the corner, but who knows. This is definitely a game to check out if you're interested and you are a follower of the Sniper Elite franchise. I don't think anyone would be without this game if they've already played Sniper Elite version 1, Sniper Elite version 2, and then maybe they want another kind of sniper game but a slightly different slant, because I get ganged up on from behind here and just realise, oh no, better run away, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a very actiony kind of game, and if you try and snipe like I just did, sometimes you do get snuck up on from behind. So I just decided to do a tactical retreat here and throw a grenade and take one of them out. But I realised I was ran out of grenades. I picked up a different sniper rifle a minute ago, and I did test it out a bit, but I do find the Springfield is the best one to play the game with. For some strange reason I just get drawn towards the Springfield and the American weapons. Maybe it's because I've heard of it already, I don't know. They're just very familiar. So they're definitely the starting point. I mean, you don't have to change your loadout at the start. I just chose to get rid of dynamite because I just don't see me using dynamite in this kind of game. I'd rather have an extra grenade to disperse the crowd if you get ganged up on like that. So as you can tell, they don't come from just the dirt, they can come from anywhere in the floor, and there's just so many of them at this stage in the game. It is really different to see that instead of being confined to one area, you've got almost a whole map. It's very linear, but you do have a whole map to sort of go back on yourself and run away from them from. So it's definitely an interesting game, and I haven't played one that just forces you to use the sniping aspect to it, but then doesn't use it to its full potential. I think this game could have more of a covert kind of feel, because the zombies just come after you regardless of whether you're 100 yards away or literally in their face. You will still get them come and find you. These zombies do have super hearing, so it's very interesting to see this happen. Thank you for holding on so long and listening to me ramble about the game. I mean, it's worth checking out if you can afford to spend the £10 on it, or if their demo does come out, give it a look in and see if it's one of the games that you might be interested in. I did play this game on Steam, but there is rumours that it's supposed to be coming out on consoles as well, so don't forget to check the console space if you look forward to playing these kind of games with the Xbox controller or PS3, because I know that the previous versions of this game definitely did come out on the console, so this one would be a bit of a miss if it didn't. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me, and don't forget to check out the website at masonicgamer.com for more information about the game and maybe some new features and stuff that we get told about before this full review goes live.